They watch wrestling. I mean, my wrestling was the old school AWA.
Yeah, I know.
We're old. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Young with Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV, and we are talking to Mr. Bill Lage because this is the Lage and Young Show. Yeah, fireworks. Okay, great. Yeah, that was nice.
Very nice.
Tonight is another night of Bill Lage and John Young talking about social media things, and we're going to be digging into one of our favorites, which is Facebook.
Facebook.
We like this one. Bill, this past week, I had numerous threads that I was witnessing on different DJ chat boards, and they were talking about the idea that they just weren't going to get into the Facebook game. They weren't going to build a business page. They didn't want to, advertising, marketing through Facebook. They basically were there just to make comments, disparaging comments on group chat, and that was their life. Let's dig into that a little bit. Let's start with the first point one of them made is someone who hasn't been there and doesn't have a page, are they too late to the game?
See, what I find funny is that the reason you knew that they were talking about this was from Facebook.
There was a level of irony to that.
It's definitely ironic. If I'm not on Facebook right now, am I late to the game? Yeah, you're a little late. I mean, hello, Cinderella. It's almost midnight. Get your butt to the ball. But it's not too late. Yeah. I think that's important. And I think a lot of people think that, it's too late. The ship has sailed. That's not the truth. The truth is that Facebook continually challenges Google for the #1 website in the world.
Wow.
And even the reports are saying that, even now it's still growing. It's still growing. Think of this. Every day there's a new person turning 13.
Yeah.
And they're signing up because they've seen their mom, their dad, all their relatives, all their friends. They're on Facebook, so they want to be there. They have this built in for the last 10 years. They see people using it and having fun with it. They want to play the silly Facebook games. They want to do these things.
Oh, yeah.
So they're signing up. So it keeps growing. And, and it might not be as popular for some people, but people like myself or John, I know you, this is how we communicate. In fact, you said, hey, do you have time today? Do you have time today? You've said that last, 2 weeks. Yes, I have time today. Let's record on one of these. So it's a communication tool. That's what Facebook is.
Yeah.
It's connecting. And so as DJs, I want to spend money, right? I want to spend money to advertise, and I want to connect with people who will be hiring me as a disc jockey. Facebook is the perfect tool for that. So you're not too late. I would recommend making sure you have a presence there because Google will also love the Facebook presence. So when they Google best DJ in the Twin Cities, my name's going to come up. At least it better. If they Google best DJ in the world, my name's going to come up.
Or at least it better.
Oh, I hope so. If not, you want to be on Facebook to at least give yourself some more links to your existing website. That alone is the minimal approach. But I guarantee you there's so many more opportunities.
Yeah, I think there are definitely a lot of opportunities. One of the things that people talk about, of course, when they're bantering around at that whole, I'm not going to do Facebook, is that the age group, that younger age group, you mentioned 13-year-olds, but that under 35 crowd is not engaging Facebook. Now, is that accurate?
We were talking about this before the video here, but we were looking at this graph, and it said that age group up to 35 years of age. There's two stats that, I don't know about you, but that blew my mind a little bit. It said the first thing they do when they wake up, 48% of that age group up to 35 years of age, they check Facebook. They check their messages. And I contributed to the rise of, obviously, cell phones, mobile devices. The Facebook app is on almost every phone. In fact, in the iPhones, it's built in, not the app itself, but Facebook connectivity is built into every iPhone. Mm-hmm. It's under your settings. Trust me, it's there. And so you can go in there and connect your cell phone with Facebook. So when I wake up in the morning, I want to see text messages. I'm also seeing notifications, who's liked my post, who's commented on my post, who sent me messages via the Messenger app. So that makes sense to me, the 48%. And in fact, even broke it down even more. Of that 48%, it said 27%, I believe was the number. That number they check Facebook before even getting out of bed. So obviously they're on a cell phone or a really small laptop or a tablet of some sort. So people are Facebook is huge. And so I think the reach of Facebook has some power behind it. People are there. I mean, not only are you not late to the game, you got some hungry people out there who want to know you, DJ, and want to, work with you.
And that stat and those numbers actually got me thinking a little bit, because that's the 18 to 35 is kind of the optimal age that I would want to advertise to with my DJ world.
Yes.
And it's like, I've been doing more of my advertising later in the day, but now after seeing that stat, it might be time to maybe move to offering some ads during that time frame. Because for those of you who are familiar with Facebook advertising, if you do it and set it up properly, you can schedule the hours in which a person would see these ads during the day. And that's a whole intriguing new area that I hadn't really thought of, the getting up and going times.
Yeah, I think it's cool. And it's funny because if you do target certain things, you can do certain messages. In fact, you can actually say in the message, good morning, isn't it a beautiful Monday?
Yeah.
You could say this message should only show on Mondays. Then you could copy that message, have the exact same thing, and show it only in mornings on Tuesdays and say, isn't it a beautiful Tuesday in this copy? And you can have 7 of them, one for every day of the week, targeting only mornings. Mm-hmm. And so people are going to be waking up and they're going to see this in their news feed when they're looking through all the pictures that have been posted while they were sleeping. And they're going to say, man, there's that DJ Bill again. What's he doing wishing me a good morning today? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, if they're my target market, I want them to know that I exist, and I want them to see me, and I want them to try to reach out to me, because that's the whole point, is getting in their face, being top of mind when they go, man, I'm looking for wedding entertainment. Who am I going to call?
Let's dig into that good morning ad that you have it running. How important would it be is if someone would reply to it and say good morning? How important do you feel it is for to reply back to that person, or once they've replied, you basically are done?
It's called social media. It's not called spam media. It's not called in-your-face media. It's called social media. I find it vitally important. If you want to make that relationship, you want to connect. If they say good morning, you want to comment and say, like their comment, first of all, be nice, basically saying thank you for commenting. Mm-hmm. And then reply saying, isn't it a great morning? I'm so excited that you said, hey, good morning, or respond to them in some way. And say, hey, have you checked out my website, djbill.com? I just redid it. It's huge. It's awesome. Seriously, go check it out. It's awesome. But again, you do that. You talk to them. You be social. And you let your personality shine. As DJs, you all have personalities, some bigger than others. And you want to make sure that comes through. Yeah. So in that scenario, in the good morning one, you do. For instance, this is another part that I think is important to make it social. If you look at your newsfeed right now, if you scroll down on your phone or on your computer, you will see that video is huge. Yeah. And what's going on with the video is that it's muted right away, right? Yep. So what do you need to do? You need to get their attention. In fact, this one guy I just saw wasn't a DJ. He's a social media guy. He was going like this. And I was like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden words appeared and said, click here for audio, click here for audio. You need to hear this. And so what did I do? I clicked the video, and he goes, hey, this is just one of those little hacks that you can do on Facebook videos to get people to click your video. And I'm going, man, that's what I want. If I'm going to spend money to get my video seen, I don't want them to just see. I want them to click. I want them to interact. Yeah. So that was one of the things. And then I was sucked into the 17-minute video about all this different things. I'm going, man, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And so that's something that I'm going to try to see if I can use or copy in some way. But even just small things like that, I mean, those are valuable little tips and tricks. So, yeah, you want to be social. You want to connect. If someone's replying to your video, reply to them. Email them. Say thanks for replying. I'd love to work with you if you're ever in need of a DJ. Just leave it open-ended. You want to be top of mind, because when they do have a relative saying, hey, we're getting married, congratulations, I know this guy. That's what you want. Or I know this DJ company. I know someone who will take care of you. You'll be talking about them for years. Yep. I think that's really, really important. And you mentioned the video side of it, and with advertising. Now, does someone who's newer to the game, who's just getting into Facebook and doesn't have a ton of followers or likes or fans on their page, does that limit what they can do in a world of advertising? A trick is to get at least, there's a couple of little milestones. You want to get at least 25 likes initially, because once you get 25 likes, and again, I would ask your friends and family and coworkers and other DJs to like your page. because then you want to get your vanity Facebook URL, which basically facebook.com/something, whatever your DJ name is, DJ Bill. DJ Bill was taken when I wanted mine, so mine is DJ Bill Lage. But again, good enough.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But now on my business card on that, I have facebook.com/DJ Bill Lage. And so I have that and I advertise it.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get DJ Bill on Twitter. I was able to get DJBill.com. So I'm good otherwise, but a little angst because I didn't get it on Facebook. But, oh well, I was a little late to the game. Is that once you get that Facebook page up to 25 likes, then you can go ahead and get that vanity URL, that domain name from Facebook, which is a huge thing and smart for marketing. Don't make it 5 million miles long, because you want it to fit on a Facebook page, or excuse me, a business card. You want that facebook.com/not to go on forever.
Yep.
You want that to be like that. And then after that, then you can start boosting your posts. So if I say, hey, this is the best DJ company in the world, check out this link to my website, then I can actually pay money to boost that post and then connect it to different advertisers. So that's a huge part of this formula. So again, unless you get 25 likes, I don't think you can boost posts. I think you have to have at least 25, get that domain name and stuff like that. And it does have to exist for a little bit. But again, I want to make sure this is very clear. You're not late to the game. You really are not. In fact, Facebook has made it now even more difficult than it used to be. It used to be really easy to get that exposure, to get likes. Now, it's not as easy, meaning that if I say something on my Facebook page, unless I'm paying money for it, not everyone will see it.
Yeah.
But it's not about that. It's about paying a little bit of money for these little spots and picking your battles and targeting. Because now I can target brides who are going to be married, who are engaged right now. Their status is engaged. And I can target them in the evenings. I can target them in the middle of the day. I can target them in the mornings. I can target them on weekends. Times where they might be looking for DJ resources.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things you can do, and I just start is my best advice at this point. Start, and if you need help, I know I'll help. John will help. We'll help, and this is what these videos are for.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because we want to make it so that the DJs out there or whoever, they can be successful at what they're doing. Because overall, the most important thing is to have success in those areas, so that it'll give you more time, hopefully, to spend with the important people in your life.
Amen.
Thank you guys for watching tonight. If you have some questions or comments, go to the YouTube page. You can put those right down below the YouTube video. If you are listening on iTunes, thank you for listening. Go to iTunes when you get a chance, and please comment or put a review on iTunes for us, and go and do your things. It really means a lot to us.
Comment, like, thumbs up, share, be social. If there's anything I would challenge you to is be social. Try it. Even if you get a Facebook page with 1,000 likes, if you're not talking to them, if you're not being social, you're wasting your time.
Yep, good.
I'd rather have a couple of likes and have people who are commenting and interacting with me and kind of making that fun. Here's where the party's at, instead of having 10,000 likes and I post something and it's like crickets.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Crickets
so
are
be social. Like our videos if you want to see more of this, because we'll keep going.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, tell us. Thumbs down. Put a comment.
Yep.
Just let us know.
Yep, that feedback is so important to us. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV, and this is Bill Lage from DJBill.com. Thanks for watching. Good night.